Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank everybody that Lynn Castle thanked, and Tim and Tom Kinehoff and the people over there on the wall, on the wording on the wall. Some of those people I know and some I don't, but they all played a part in getting this exhibit together. Everybody works real hard at this museum, and everybody's wonderful. It's a wonderful environment to have an exhibit in, and also to visit. My name is Jamie, and I collect these vases. I noticed in the publicity, somebody put that I was a compulsive collector, and I want to take an issue with that because compulsion sounds like a disorder that a pharmaceutical company would want to study a pill for. And if you look around the room, the beauty and the variety and the color, it doesn't look like the result of an illness. I have a passion, and that's what it is. It's not a compulsion, it's a passion. So, but I love beauty. I'm a guy, I'm a male, and I'm proud to be a man. But, you know, fellas, we have an X chromosome. And I'm in touch with my Y chromosome. You give me a shovel or a chainsaw, and I'm a man. But you take me to the crate and barrel, my X chromosome comes out. And I'm proud of that. I'm balanced. I embrace it, you know. And I wish more guys would, because I think it's a healthier way to think. So I'm not ashamed of this beauty, although I was a little bit ashamed to say that I did the floral arrangements. I mean, I thought I was okay about that, but then when I was doing those, I thought, I don't want people to know I did the floral arrangements. But that's okay. I admit it now. All right. So before I talk about vases, and specifically, I want to talk about collecting in general. I think collectors that are healthy, not like the hoarders on TV, I think they collect because of the variety. And artists, I'm an artist, and we need a wide variety of things to meet our eyes. And when I found these vases in a magazine, I think it was Sarah Jessica Parker's apartment. Isn't she married to Matthew Broderick? Mm-hmm. Yeah. She had an apartment featured in a home magazine. Yeah, I read home magazines. And she had these German vases, so I looked on eBay, and that was it. You know, the variety and the beauty. I just started collecting, and I've amassed, there's 199 in this room, and I have about 500 more in my attic. My house is not cluttered. People that have been over there have noticed that it's minimal.
It's the opposite.
Yeah, I rotate things. I get tired of a group, and 2 months later, the house looks totally different. Not furniture, but accessories. Duvet covers. I collect duvet covers.
Started on that too.
Yeah, because you can change the whole look of a room with a duvet cover. And I collect shirts. I go to the thrift shops in Houston and find real nice shirts that people shop at Nordstrom's and Neiman Marcus. I found them for like $5, so I have about 600 shirts. But they're neatly arranged. And it all started when I was a kid. I brought some props to distract from me. I don't like to talk in groups like this, really. Matchbox cars. I started collecting Matchbox cars. And these are worth a lot of money now. The ones that aren't burned. We used to, you can. Yeah, they're in trays. Ooh. Yeah, some of them are really nice, from the 50s and 60s.
That was mine, Jim.
Yeah, right there. But the Y chromosome, we used to put them with a lot of fluid and burn them, and, you know, water hose on them. So, but those are the survivors.
Anybody want to see these up close?
I will.
Yeah.
Or you can put them down or anywhere. It doesn't matter. And by the time you see these other collections, you might use the word compulsive.
So where did you start collecting pottery? Did you say that?
Yeah.
The pottery, yeah, from a magazine, the variety that I found. The pottery I've been collecting for 5 or 6 years. I invited my mail lady because she was responsible for a lot of this, but I don't see her here tonight, but I'll thank her again. My doorbell was ringing a lot.
Oh, that's probably our mail lady.
And then I started a collection of Italian Murano glass. These are called geobowls because they look like the layers of rock. And they have different colors blown into them, and they look real nice under floodlights. The colors are iridescent. So I have that little collection. I don't have, I maybe have 50 of those. And once again, they're not all out at one time. German tree stands. I'm part German heritage, so I put these out at Christmas. Iron tree stands. They have a wide variety of these, and they're well made. They're stocky and sturdy.
Tell us about the pottery industry in Germany. Were these from a certain time period, from a certain area?
Yes, they are, and it's on my list. If I get distracted, I'm going to forget something. I will answer that question. Am I boring y'all? No. Okay, all right. Kind of? No. Okay. Bruce Fox leaves. This was the first guy that used aluminum as a decorative object. Aluminum was invented for the war industry and industrial blimps and things, and he was the first guy that made it for decorative use. This is just, we're talking about collecting in general. Now, this collection, I guess it goes back to my X chromosome. I mean, yeah, the X chromosome. Limoges boxes. I have a lot of these things. Do y'all know Tam Keinhoff? She came over one day and I was a little bit sheepish to show these to her, and I said, well, it's kind of like a little old man collection. And she said, hell, Jamie, that's a little old lady collection. so I collect these Limoges boxes. I used to. And once again, all of these, a wide variety. That's why people collect, I think, because of the variety involved. Here's a wine bottle. I think I have about 500 of those. But they're small, they don't take up much space. And I only display about 5 at a time. And then before I became a teacher, I wanted to be an architect. But that didn't work out, so I started collecting these souvenir buildings of banks. And they're really nice. Some of them are made from lead from the early 1900s. And then in the 50s and 60s, the banks made reproductions of their banks to give to children for savings. So I display these at Christmas on my shelves. I have about 500 of those. I used to buy them for a few dollars at the flea markets. Now they're worth hundreds. So, and there's a company that's making them again. So I wanted to borrow some people. Can I have some volunteers just to hold something up?
Chris Castlebaum.
Come on, Chris.
Take me!
Don't show them
He has to.
You can hold up this dandy.
Oh, God.
Don't show it yet. Couple more people? You can do this one, but don't show it yet. Okay. And Nancy, right here.
Only if I get to show it, you're on.
Right here. And Danny, you can get right here. And I have to be in 2 places at one time. All right. I'm going to hold up my credit card. Go ahead.
Oh, God.
Plus eBay.
Oh, God.
Plus PayPal equals not much money. Okay? All right.
Kelly's been teaching a long time.
I taught at the elementary level.
Now, Jamie, most of this came off the eBay, but did any of it come off of Craigslist?
No, I don't get on Craigslist because I'm afraid to. I look at other things on Craigslist. Let's see. Now, the German vases. eBay, I deal with several German dealers, and I get packages emailed, and they send descriptions and the years they were made. And I've learned some over the last 5 years, but mainly I look upon them as aesthetically. I mean, I'm interested in the background of them, but this museum is more educational than I am. I can be academic, but I'm more of an intuitionist, and I get off on the colors and the shapes and the feel of them. So I do know some about them, but I don't know as much as some people might want me to know. But I don't care because they're mine and I like to look at them. So I do know, I took Lynn Logan's wonderful art history class at Lamar, and we learned that art reflects what's going on at the time in culture, what's going on. And you can tell by looking at the colors, the bright colored bases on the back, that those came from the hippie days when tie-dye was real popular. And the explosions of color, the psychedelics, and the pot smoking, and all of that. You can just see that in those pots. It reflects that time period. Let's see. In the 70s, the earth, hippies also got back to the earth. They started gardening, getting into organic foods, becoming concerned about environmental issues. So the fat lava movement was born. It's the ones with the drip blades, the little thick earthy blades, volcanic. It's called fat lava. And then the 70s happened with the yuppies, and things got a little bit more sophisticated. The color went out. Things got more urban in the world, and you can tell these are from that time period. They're more geometrical, more intellectual, more sophisticated. The color is gone. And then op art too. Between the hippies and the yuppies, there was the op art movement. And then there's a company. These are produced by companies that have been in Germany for a while. Rosenthal is a big company that still produces pottery. And every year they have artists design vases for them. And this one, right over here, excuse me a minute.